Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So myself Raza, and in this video I am going to discuss the chapter trigonometry of class 10 of AP State Telangana State boards, right? So in this video I am going to discuss exercise number 3, so which is completely based on the complementary angles, right? So already I have made exercises 1 and 2 related videos, so if you haven't gone through those videos, please go through them. If you are new to this channel, so please subscribe the channel and watch the video till the end. So if you like the video, please share with your friends so that they also get benefited from these videos, right? So without making any delay, so let us get into exercise number 3. So in exercise number 3, so we are going to have the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So if you can remember these 6 relations, so these 6 relations if you can remember, then you can solve any problem related to exercise number 3. So before getting into this, so first of all we need to understand some points here. So already in our previous classes we have learned that when sum of two angles is equal to 90 degrees, then such angles are called as complementary angles. Here angle A is complement to angle B and angle B is complement to angle A. So here if you take any two angles, if sum of two angles is equal to 90 degrees, then we call such angles as complementary angles, and angle A is complement of B and angle B is complement of A, right? So we are going to apply this particular complementary angle concept to our trigonometric ratios. Now let us see how they behave, right? Now getting into the concept, so what he has given, so ABC. So after knowing the concept, so we'll go for a shortcut, so which you need to remember. So using that you can solve any problem. Now let us see this. Already you know this is a right angle triangle ABC. So right angle triangle ABC means so one of the angles will be 90 degrees, and we know that in a triangle sum of all interior angles is 180 degrees. So from this what I can say, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees, and clearly angle B is 90 degrees. So from this what I can write, so A plus C is equal to 180 degrees. So this B, if I transpose, it becomes minus B, so which I can write as 180 degrees minus 90 degrees, so which gives me 90 degrees. So from this what is the relation that I got? A plus C is equal to 90 degrees. That means A and C are, so what are A and C here? So A and C are complementary angles. A and C are complementary angles. Now with respect to A and C, we are going to discuss how these relations are obtained, right? Now let us see with respect to angle A. Now what is sin A? So sin A means, so with respect to this angle, sin means opposite side by hypotenuse, right? So this is opposite and this is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. Now from this sin A I can write it as BC by AC. The same way cos A I can write it as, so what is cos A? AB by AC, because adjacent by hypotenuse, no? The same way tan A can be written as, so how can I write tan A as? So tan A is opposite side to A by adjacent side to A, which is nothing but BC by EAB. Now the same way next cosecant A. So what about cosecant A? So it is nothing but reciprocal of sin A, right? So AC by BC. The same way secant A means reciprocal of cos A, which I can write it as AC by EAB. The same way tan A reciprocal is cot A, so which I can write it as EAB by BC. So this is with respect to angle A. Now if I move on with angle C, so when I consider with respect to angle C, if you observe, so with respect to angle C, then this becomes my opposite side, this becomes my adjacent side, and hypotenuse will be remains same, right? Now from this what I can say, so here angle C I can write it as, so C I can write as 90 minus A, no? So angle C I can write it as 90 degrees minus A. Now instead of C I am going to write 90 minus A, right? So from this what I am going to get, sin of 90 degrees minus A is equal to, so its opposite is this, So I can write as AB by AC. The same way, cos of 90 degrees minus A is equal to BC by AC, because AC is hypotenuse, right? Next, tan of 90 degrees minus A is equal to what I can write? AB by BC. Next, the same way, cosecant of 90 minus A. So how can I write cosecant of 90 minus A as it is nothing but a reciprocal of this only, no? So I can write as AC by AB. Next, secant of 90 minus A is equal to AC by BC. The same way, tan's reciprocal is cot. So cot of 90 minus A is equal to BC by AB. So these are 6 ratios which were obtained with respect to angle A, and these are nothing but 6 ratios which we have obtained with respect to angle 90 minus A. Okay, so if you sum up these two, A plus 90 minus A, it gives me 90 degrees. Now if you observe, where I am getting BC by AC? So BC by AC is possible for cos of 90 minus A. So BC by AC is possible for cos of 90 minus A. So that means if these two right hand sides are equal, that means these left hand sides are also equal, no? So from this what I can write? Sin A is equal to cos of 90 minus A. So sin A is equal, that means sin x is equal to cos of 90 minus x. The same way, cos x is equal to sin of 90 minus x. So if you compare this with this, so which ratios they are equal, so that if you observe, then we are going to get all these 6 relations. Okay, so these 6 relations are very, very important. So if you are able to remember these 6 relations, so you can easily get it. Okay, so sin of 90 minus x is equal to cos x, cos of 90 minus x is equal to sin x, tan of 90 minus x is equal to cot x, secant of 90 minus x is equal to cosecant x, cosecant of 90 minus x is equal to secant x, cot of 90 minus x is equal to tan x. So I think you are having a little confusion here. So I want to make it clear. See, now let us see the simple way how to remember this, right? So I am going to write here the simple way you can easily remember and you can solve any problem related to this, right? Now let me give you that simple method, so by which you can simply remember it. So the only thing is, if you can remember the small table, so I will provide you one table. So if you can remember the table, so simply observe this: sin and cos, sin and cos. Next, cosecant and secant, tan and cot. So if you can remember these 3 lines, so this double headed arrow represents that. So sin will be changed as cos and cos will be changed as sin. Cosecant will be changed as secant and secant will be changed as cosecant. Tan will be changed as cot and cot will be changed as tan, right? So these are nothing but the changes that usually occur here. Now let us see. So if you can remember this, so sin changes as cos and cos changes as sin, cosecant changes as secant and secant changes as cosecant, tan changes as cot and cot changes as tan. So sin changes as cos, cos changes as sin, cosecant changes as secant, secant changes as cosecant, tan changes as cot, cot changes as tan. So these changes, so all these changes occurs when you are having 90 degrees beside it. Okay, so 90 degrees minus something. So for suppose if you are having sin of 90 degrees minus something, then this sin will be changed into cos. That sin will be changed into cos, and because of this 90, sin has changed to cos. So that means in the resulting answer you won't be getting this 90. So because of this 90, sin has been changed into cos, and for suppose if this is x, then you can write as cos x. So sin 90 is having that power to change anyone, right? So the changes also occurs in a particular way, right? So sin will be changed as cos and cos will be changed as sin. The same way cosecant changes as secant, secant changes as cosecant, tan changes as cot, and cot changes as tan. Now you can clearly observe from this. So here you are having 90, right? So sine of 90 minus theta. So sine here 90. So 90 will be changing sign as cos x. Next, here you are having cos, and beside you are having 90 minus, no? So this 90 has changed cos as sine. Next, tan will be changed as cot. Cot will be changed as tan. So cosecant changed as secant, secant changed as cosecant. Okay. So since this 90 is changing the situation, so this 90 is changing the ratios, so you can easily remember that sine will be changed as cos, and cos will be changed as sine. Cosecant will be changed as secant, and secant will be changed as cosecant. Tan will be changed as cot, cot will be changed as tan. So if you can remember these, you can easily solve any problem, right? Now, so there is one note point here. If you observe, if sin A is equal to cos B, here sin and cos are complementary angles, right? So sin and cos are complementary ratios. So since sin and cos are complementary ratios, so if they are needed to be equal, that means their angles sum should be equal to 90 degrees. Okay, the same situation will be for tan and cot, cosecant and secant also, right? The same situation we can apply for secant, cosecant and tan, cot. Okay, now let us get into the problems. So problem number 1. I hope you have understood the concept, right? So evaluate secant 35 by cosecant 55. Secant 35 by cosecant 55. Now here secant and cosecant. So what can you say about secant and cosecant? So let me change the color. So secant and cosecant. So secant and cosecant are complement to each other, right? And at the same time, if you observe these angles, 35 degrees and 55 degrees. So 35 plus 55, how much? So 35 plus 55 is 90 degrees. So then there is a chance of applying complementary concept, right? So how can I write 35 degrees as? So 35 degrees, can I write it as 90 minus 55? So 35 degrees, can I write it as 90 minus 55 degrees? So I can write by cosecant of 55 degrees. Understood? So 35. So 35 I can write it as 90 minus 55. So why I am changing here? Because I am having 55 in the denominator. So because of this, there is a possibility that I can change the form. Okay. Now clearly you can observe here, you are having 90 minus form. So beside that you are having secant. So secant of 90 minus theta, I can write it as cosecant theta. So I can write as cosecant of 55 degrees divided by cosecant of 55 degrees. So if you observe both numerator and denominator, so both are equal. So I can cancel it out and it gives me the answer as 1. So the only thing that you need to see here is there any possibility of changing the given angle with respect to my given angle which is shown in the denominator, right? So this I can change the denominator also. So instead of changing the numerator, I can change denominator also. I can write cosecant of 55 as 90 minus 35 degrees. Again you know that cosecant of 90 minus theta I can write as secant theta. So this gives me secant of 35 degrees by secant of 35 degrees. So anything you can apply. So finally you are going to get the same answer, right? Now next, moving on to the next question. So what is the next question? So exercise 11.3, question number 1. So if you can observe the questions, so tan and cot, so they are complementary pairs, right? So tan and cot are complementary, and if you observe the angles also, 36 plus 54, so 36 plus 54 is 90 degrees. So likewise you can easily understand. So what is given? Tan of 36 degrees by cot of 54 degrees. Either you change numerator angle as the denominator angle or denominator angle as numerator, but don't change both at a time, right? So this I can write it as tan of 90 minus, so 36 I can write it as 90 minus 54 divided by cot 54 degrees. Now tan, so beside you are having 90 minus, so 90 is having the property of changing the ratio, so tan of 90 minus can be written as cot 54 degrees of cot 54 degrees by cot 54 degrees. So what is the answer here? So it is nothing but equal to 1. Next, moving on to question number 2. So what is given? So cos of 12 degrees minus sine of 78 degrees. So sine and cos are complementary, so just remember these. So sine and cos are complementary, cosecant and secant are complementary, and tan and cot are complementary. Now here if you observe, so cos and sine are complement to each other, so I can change it 12 degrees as 78 degrees or 78 degrees as 12 degrees. So whatever it is simple, so you can apply that. So cos of 12 I can write it as 90 minus 78 degrees minus sine 78 degrees. Now cos of 90 minus theta, so I can write it as sine theta, so it is sine 78 degrees minus sine 78 degrees. So since both are equal, so equals if you subtract it will be equal to 0. The same way you can do the third bit also, right? Cosecant of 31 degrees minus secant of 59 degrees. So if you observe, sum of these two angles is 90 degrees and cosecant and secant are complement to each other. Then how can I write it as cosecant of 90 minus 59 minus secant 59. Now cosecant of 90 minus theta I can write as secant of 59 degrees minus secant of 59 degrees. So since both are equal, so when you subtract it will be equal to 0. Next, moving on to question number 4. So what is question number 4? So sine of 15 degrees into secant of 75 degrees. If you observe this, so sine 15, so sine its complement is cos, no? So but here he has given secant, so secant I can write as 1 by cos, right? So this I can write as cos of 75 degrees. Now the equation is clear. So 15 plus 75 is 90 degrees and sine and cos are complement to each other. Now how can I write it as? So sine of 15 degrees I can write as 90 minus 75 degrees by cos 75 degrees. Now sine of 90 minus theta, it is cos theta. So cos 75 degrees by cos 75 degrees. So which gives me 1. Next, moving on to question number 5. So it is also very simple. Tan 26 degrees into tan 64. So 26 plus 64 is 90 degrees. So I can write as tan of 64, I can write it as 90 minus 26. Now tan 26 degrees into, so tan of 90 minus theta I can write as cot of theta, so cot 26 degrees. So tan theta into cot theta, so already you know that, so since tan and cot are reciprocal to each other, so when you multiply, so it will give you the value as 1, right? So these are nothing but the values which we apply by doing the complementary conditions. Next, moving on to question number 2. So here in question number 2 we are given with tan 48 degrees, tan 16 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 74 degrees. Now in this particular question, so first of all we need to see, so which pairs are maintaining the sum as 90 degrees. So now let us see this. Tan 48 degrees into tan 42 degrees. So since these are all in the form of product, so I can write so tan 16 degrees into tan 74 degrees. Now 48 plus 42 is 90 degrees, 16 plus 74 is 90 degrees. So I have paired them in this particular manner, right? So tan 16 into tan 74 degrees. Now let us see this. Tan 48 degrees into tan 42 I can write it as 90 minus 48 degrees. The same way here also tan 16 degrees into tan of 74, I can write it as 90 degrees minus, so 90 degrees minus 16 degrees, right? Now from this I can write as tan 48 degrees into tan 90 minus 48 is cot 48, because tan changes as cot when we are having 90 minus theta, right? The same way here also, tan 16 degrees into tan of 90 minus can be written as cot, so cot 16. Now tan theta into cot theta, so tan theta into cot theta is nothing but 1 into tan theta into cot theta is 1, so 1 into 1 is 1. So likewise we can prove this. Next, moving on to question number 2. So what he has given, cos 36 degrees into cos 54 degrees minus sin 36 degrees into sin 54 degrees. Now here what I can do, so here we are having both the terms as cos and here I am having both the terms as sin. Now what I am going to do is either change both the cos as sines or change both the sines as cos. Now in this particular thing I am going to change sines as cos. So sin of 36 I can write as sin of 90 minus 54 degrees into sin 54 I can write as sin of 90 minus 36 degrees. Now clearly, so this is cos 36 into cos 54 degrees minus, so sin of 90 minus theta I can write as cos theta, so and that means cos 54 degrees into sin of 90 minus 36 is cos 36 degrees. So clearly cos 36 into cos 54 minus cos 36 into cos 54. So since both the terms are equal, so it will be equal to 0. So since both are equal, so their subtraction is equal to 0, right? So here we are going to use commutative property, right? Now let us move on to the next question. So example number 9. So this particular question, so here if you observe, cos and sin are complement to each other, right? So cos and sin are complement functions. So clearly what we can do here, so this is possible, so directly take the question. So cos 7a is equal to sin of a minus 6. So when can you compare these two? So cos and sin both are two different ratios, and that too he has given that they are equal. So you can compare these two only when their ratios are same. So either you can change cos as sin or sin as cos. So it is possible. So you can change cos as sin. So how can you change cos as sin? So I can change this cos as sin by writing this as sin of 90 minus 7a. I can write as sin of 90 minus 7. So if you want to read, so sin of 90 minus, so 90 minus, so sin of 90 minus can be written as cos 7a, right? So cos 7a I can write as sin of 90 minus a is equal to sin of a minus 6. Now you may have a doubt, sir, only you can change cos as sin, or otherwise you can change this sin as cos also. So that is also possible. So that also I will show you here. Now from this, since both are sin only, no, so from that what I can say, I can directly compare these two. So sin of 90 minus 7a is equal to a minus 6. Now transposing this minus 7a to right hand side and minus 6 to left hand side, so I can write as 90 degrees plus 6 is equal to 7a plus a, so which is nothing but 8a is equal to 96 degrees. So from this a is equal to 12 degrees, so 12 8s are 96, so the value of a is 12 degrees. So this is one approach. Otherwise you can write, so cos a is equal to sin of a minus 6. So this is the given equation, right? So instead of changing cos 7a, you can change sin of a minus 6 also. But here the problem is, so this sin of a minus 6 I can write it as cos of 90 minus of a minus 6. So here most of the students get confusion, right? Because here you are having minus, so when you are writing it as cos of 90 minus, so sin theta, so this is theta, so sin theta can be written as cos of 90 minus theta. So this theta should be taken as a whole and it should be kept in the brackets. And so from this directly what I am going to get, cos 7a is equal to cos of 90. So since minus is there, so this bracket, if you want to open it, so you need to multiply with minus. So minus a, this becomes plus 6. So minus of minus plus. So this I can write as cos of 96 minus a is equal to cos 7a. So now you can compare the angles. Okay, so from this what I am going to get, so 7a is equal to 96 minus a. So this minus a, if you transpose, it becomes 8a is equal to 96 degrees. So a is equal to 12 degrees. So mostly which side you are having only one term, so you prefer to change that particular ratio, right? So if you do experiment by changing this, so be careful while changing this, right? So most of the students, they do mistake here. So instead of taking plus, here, they will take minus. So that's why the teachers, so they explain only this particular method, because in this particular method there won't be any confusion, right? So be careful while doing this particular method. Okay, and one more thing, so when this particular question is asked for bits, so don't go for these hefty steps, right? So just simply go on with it. So since cos and sin are complement to each other, so simply take those angles. So what are the angles? Here the angle is 7a and here the angle is a minus 6. Just add those two angles and make it equal to 90 degrees. So from this 8a is equal to 96 degrees, a is equal to 12 degrees. So when this particular question is asked for half mark bit or 1 mark bit, so just go with this approach. So simply take the angles, and add them and make it equal to 90 degrees. So from that you are going to get the value of a. I hope you have understood both the approaches, right? Next, so same question, so given in your exercise, right? Now let us see how we can solve this. So what he has given, tan 2a is equal to cot of a minus 18 degrees. So here we are having tan and cot, so tan and cot are complement to each other. Okay, then from this what I can simply say is, so don't change this particular ratio because it contains two terms and the two we are having minus sign here, so don't get confused. So that's why what you can do is simply change tan 2a, so tan 2a in terms of cots. So tan 2a in terms of cots I can write it as, so tan 2a I can write as cot of 90 minus 2a is equal to cot of a minus 18 degrees. So here clearly both the ratios are same, that means their angles are also equal. So 90 minus 2a is equal to a minus 18 degrees. Now transpose this minus 2a to right hand side and minus 18 to left hand side. So from this what I am going to get, 90 degrees plus 18 degrees is equal to a plus 2a. Now this I can write as 3a, so 3a is equal to 108 degrees. So a is equal to 108 divided by 3, so this I can write as 36 degrees. So the value of a is 36 degrees. The same thing, so for bits you can simply carry it like this. So 2a plus a minus 18 is equal to 90 degrees. So from this 3a is equal to 108 degrees, a is equal to 36 degrees. So in both the approaches, so here we are going directly since it is a bit, but for 2 marks 4 marks question, so you need to follow this process. Okay, so don't go with the other one. So don't take risk of converting this cot as tan, right? So if you want to convert, so be careful with those minus signs, right? Next, moving on to question number, so next question, so example number 10. So if you observe this question, so sin a is equal to cos b, then prove that a plus b is equal to 90 degrees. So already we know that, right? So this is nothing but the main reason for solving those problems which we have done earlier, right? So sin a is equal to cos b, either you change sin as cos or otherwise you change cos as sin. So we can do it either way. So here sin A, so I can write sin A as cos of 90 minus A. So sin A I can write as cos of 90 minus A. So cos of 90 minus A means sin A only now, which is equal to cos B. Now on comparing, so since both are cos ratios only now, so directly we can make the angles equal. So 90 minus A is equal to B. So when you transpose minus A, it becomes 90 degrees is equal to A plus B. So this is what he asked you to prove. Or otherwise you can go like this also. So sin A is equal to cos B now. Now since here we are having only one term, so we can change cos B. So cos B I can write as sin of 90 minus B. So sin of 90 minus B means cos B only now. So cos B I can write as sin of 90 minus B. So one formula you can use both the ways. So it doesn't mean that sin of 90 minus B means cos B no. So when you are having cos B, you can write as sin of 90 minus B also. So formula means either ways you need to remember. So from left to right or from right to left. So both gives you the same formula, because equal to means nothing but, so this is nothing but a formula, you can read it both the ways. Right now since both the ratios are sines, so directly you can make equal the angles. So A is equal to 90 minus B. So from this again A plus B is equal to 90 degrees. So any one of the approach you can go on with, right? Next, moving on to the next question. So tan A is equal to cot B, then prove that. So same as the previous question, so no problem, right? So you can directly write tan A is equal to cot B. Now tan A I can change it as cot now. So how can I write tan A as cot of 90 minus A? So cot of 90 minus A is equal to cot B here. Now since both the ratios are same, you can directly compare the angles. So from this what I can write, so 90 degrees minus A is equal to B. So when I transpose minus A, this gives me 90 degrees is equal to A plus B, right? So this is nothing but the condition he is asking you to show, right? So we have showed it, right? Next, moving on to question number 5, sorry, question number, example number 11. Now what is he asking? So he has given sine of 81 degrees plus tan of 81 degrees. Now he is asking you to convert these trigonometric ratios with the angles between 0 and 45 degrees. So you need to convert this 81 degrees and 81 degrees in between 0 and 45 degrees. So already we know how to make use of complementary angles, right? So this particular 81 degrees I can write as sine of 90 minus 9. So what is the value of 90 minus 9? 81 degrees only. So this number 81 I have written in the form of 90 minus 9, and this sign is as it is, plus this tan of 81 I can write as tan of 90 minus 9 degrees. Now clearly, so sine of 90 minus theta, so sine of 90 minus theta means cos theta, plus tan of 90 minus theta means cot theta. So this I can write as cos 9 degrees plus cot 9 degrees. So if you observe carefully, this angle 9 degrees is lying in between 0 and 45 degrees, right? So here whatever may be the ratio, so about ratio he did not ask, so he is asking only that the angle should be in between 0 degrees and 45 degrees, right? So likewise we are having one more problem in our exercise, right? So question number 6. So what he has given in this, so sin 75 degrees plus cos 65 degrees, you need to represent in between 0 degrees and 45 degrees, right? So what he has given, sin 75 degrees plus cos 65 degrees. Now 75, so how can I write 75 as, so sin 75 I can write as 90 degrees minus 15 degrees. So 90 minus 15, 75 only, no, plus cos of 65 I can write it as 90 minus 25 degrees, right? Now how can I write the sine of 90 minus theta? So we can write as cos 15 degrees plus, so this cos of 90 minus theta, so cos means, so you need to change it as sine, so sine 25 degrees. So if you observe the angles, So 15 degrees and 25 degrees. So this 15 and 25 lies in between 0 and 45. So we have converted the given things, right? So this is also one of the important questions that would be asked in your examinations, right? Next, moving on to example number 12. See this particular question. So this particular question is very important. So for your 2 marks questions as well as so these here 4 marks questions, right? So what he has given, ABC are the interior angles of a triangle. ABC are interior angles of a triangle ABC. So whenever you are given this condition, that means indirectly you need to understand that in a triangle the sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees, right? So indirectly he is saying that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Now if you observe here, what is the condition that I need to prove? B plus C by 2. So if I want to obtain this B plus C by 2, so first of all I need to do some arrangements. So first of all B plus C should be combined. So I am going to keep this B plus C on left hand side and I am going to transpose A. Then I can write it as B plus C is equal to 180 minus A. Now since I need B plus C by 2, no? So for that what I am going to do is I am going to divide with the 2 on both sides. Then what I am going to have? So this I can write as 180 by 2 minus A by 2. Right. So B plus C by 2 I can write as 180 by 2 minus A by 2. So before B plus C by 2 what I should have? I should have sine. So for that what I am going to do is apply sine on both sides. So what I am going to do? I am going to apply sine on both sides. Then what I am going to get? So sine of B plus C by 2 is equal to sine of 180 by 2 minus A by 2. Now this I can write it as sine of 180 by 2 is 90 degrees minus A by 2. Now again if you observe this clearly, so sine of 90 minus theta. So sine of 90 minus theta means cos theta only, no? So cos of what is theta here? So theta is A by 2, so which gives me cos A by 2. So from this directly I can write as sine of B plus C by 2 is equal to cos of A by 2. So this is what he asked you to prove. So we have proved it, right? So if you are having sine B plus C by 2, then you are going to get cos of A by 2. If you are having cosecant of B plus C by 2, you are going to get secant of A by 2. If it is tan of B plus C by 2, then you are going to get cot of A by 2. So likewise for all the 3 combinations, so for all the 3 complementary pairs you are going to get, so for the same question you are going to get those complementary pair answers, right? So same type of question is asked in your exercise also. Once let us see that. So question number 5, right? So what he has given, so tan of A plus B by 2 is equal to cot C by 2 and ABC are the interior angles of a triangle. So I have made the questions so which are similar, so one after the other, so that you can easily understand from this. So clearly since sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees, so A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees. Now from this I need to have A plus B by 2, no? So for that purpose what I am going to do is I am keeping A plus B on left hand side and transposing that C to right hand side, and after that I need A plus B by 2, so I am going to divide with 2 on both sides, so this becomes 180 by 2 minus C by 2. So since I need tan of, right, so for that I am going to apply tan on both sides. So tan of A plus B by 2 is equal to tan of 180 by 2 means 90 degrees minus C by 2. Again tan of 90 minus theta I can write as cot C by 2. So clearly tan of A plus B by 2 is equal to cot of C by 2. If the same question is asked like this, so what is the value of secant of C plus A by 2? So what would be the answer? So what will be the answer? So for that we need to follow the same process. So whatever the answer that you get, so please mention in the comment box, right? So these all are nothing but the problems which are related to exercise number 3 of trigonometry. right? So in the next video we are going to discuss about exercise number 4 of trigonometry, so which contains the important problems, right? So stay connected with the channel. So thanks for watching the video.